they showed more unknown celebrities and rappers, and then it was time for the U.S. title match with L.A. Knight against Jacob Fatu, and L.A. Knight came out in the sports car. I'm glad Steve Austin wasn't driving that one, but they talked about all the pageantry and everything, but damn, I got a sports car for the thrill seekers at the Night of Legends in Knoxville, and my budget was the guy wanted people to be able to see his nice car. I'm just there was not a lot of there was attempts at some of these entrances, but there wasn't a lot of over the top type of expense going into anything. He just came out in a sports car and then went to the ring and get his ass kicked. No, both these guys are over. The people like them both. LA Knight is obviously the baby face, but the people like to see Fatu uncork his crazy shit and the shit that he shouldn't be able to do when you look at him visually and then something happens out of nowhere. It's like, holy shit. And the personality that he gives off is somebody that could very well either go into business for themselves or just go too far with something. You know what I mean, Brian? Where they're past the point in wrestling where they'll believe he's really going to fucking fight the guy, but you're not sure, short of that, what he might do to him or anybody else, right? He's dangerous.
Yeah, they brought up on commentary that he's been in prison before.
Yes.
So I don't know if they've ever just outworked. Maybe they have, and I just haven't noticed it because I try not to pay attention to too much of the commentary, but they said it out right here.
When he first came in on one of the programs, they did also, and that adds to it, is that, with that guy, you're like, fuck, you used to have a variety of, not a million, not even 24, but a good 8, 10, or 12 of the holy shit, this guy's a fucking monster guys in wrestling that populated around the various territories, going from place to place, where he didn't wear either of them or any of them out, too long, but you could still go, oh shit. And there's not that many oh shit guys in the business anymore. So, with Fatu, you have a feeling of, oh shit. Anyhow, and they also mentioned he'd never been pinned or submitted in the WWE to this point in time, which there's another example or exhibit B. The indie guys think if they have a great 30-minute match, then who wins, finish, doesn't matter. Well, when you're trying to become a star, yes, it does. And the fact that you make a star, you build a star, is by him winning more than he loses, because that is what a star athlete does. And so, something like that here is the difference between the indie mindset and actual real life. Did you see the LA Knight? He made the comeback and he did the leaping elbow drop deal where he's on a second buckle and he jumps up to the top and comes off with an elbow drop. But Fatu had stood up and he elbow dropped him while he was standing up. They took the bump perfect. That was fucking great. And this time, LA Knight's top rope leap was the leaping German suplex off the top and another big false finish. And then Jacob got a false finish and they had the dueling chants going. Let's go, Fatu, LA Knight. And then they did the spot where Jacob did the moonsault off the ropes and LA Knight got under him and caught him close enough for rock and roll in a BFT, boom, and was a 2 count. And that got a big roar. They just kept kicking this thing up because, they were dreary for the previous couple of matches, but now as the people got even more into this, they were getting them with these deals. And finally, Fatu hits a Samoan drop off the top the moonsault, and another moonsault. It's taken more of these to put everybody away than it used to, Brian. The people are getting more impervious to high impact maneuvers. But 2 moonsaults, 1, 2, 3, new U.S. champion, Jacob Fatu's WrestleMania debut, first gold, blah, blah. And it was congratulated by Haku, who he just walked down to ringside. He didn't get in the ring. I wonder if he just did that on his own. I wonder if anybody knew he was coming.
Hey, you go stop him.
Well, exactly. That's why he was probably there. But again, Fatu, the people wanted to see that because they want to see more of this guy. They want to see him in main events because he's fucking impressive and he's got the aura. But another title match and another title has a title not changed hands yet. We didn't have anything in the girls. The title wasn't on the line. So yeah, bad night for the incumbents so far, but this one kicked it up a notch, put some seasoning on it, didn't it?
Yeah, good match. Jacob Fatu is spectacular to watch, even if you see the things that he does and, on various occasions still. You sit back and you watch what he does, it's so impressive. He deserves a good concerted push. And, things could always change, those famous words. But it definitely seems like the Bloodline's kind of on the back pages now. And maybe we should be more focused on the individuals who used to be in various versions of the Bloodline, like Jacob Fatu, and focus on his singles push. Eventually they'll do him in solo. But it's like a changing of the guard, this WrestleMania, when you really think about it, all the different title changes.
Well, and I think they're in the stage now with the Bloodline where they do want them all to go on and do their things independently so that because I believe at some point, however long that may take, they will get them back together and do like the Shield thing. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And talk about that history, but give the people a break from it because they got so many other things going on now. So that's probably at least one of the thoughts that's crossed their minds.